How's it going, and welcome to 4MR Ranch. Today I have another gear review for you, and that comes in the form of another Nitecore flashlight. This one in particular is the P23i. Now I say another Nitecore flashlight because if you're familiar with the channel, this is not the first Nitecore video I have made on the channel, and it's probably not going to be the last. That's because Nitecore as a company continues to impress me in terms of what they offer for the price point, build quality, features, specs, etc. You might not think flashlights can get too exciting. I mean, how much more exciting can a flashlight get? Well, Nitecore continues to push the envelope of all the features and convenient perks that they put into their little flashlights. So this one in particular is the P23i. And in short, what is it? It's a up to 3000 lumen capable flashlight that can go all the way down to a little 50 lumen output. On the high end, 3000 lumens, you can get 30 minutes in optimal conditions. Obviously with that kind of drain, it's very temperature driven in terms of ambient conditions. On the low end, the 50 lumen output, a whopping 45 hours. So that opens the door to many scenarios. Maybe you want to use it as a night light when you're camping to where you can kind of illuminate things and see where you're going in the night. 45 hours of runtime per battery. Now, there are some modes in between, which is activated by a rear switch on the back. So you have the 50 lumens, again, 45 hours. You then ramp up to 250 lumens, which is good for 10 hours. Still very impressive. You then go to 800 lumens for 4 hours. And then finally, you have a 1500 lumen increment, which is good for, again, in my opinion, for the output, a whopping 2.5 hours. And that's all because of the 21700 battery that is inside of this.
You do get essentially a spotlight with a very wide flood. So, I mean, just super wide flood with that really hot center. And then back down to the lowest. But here's the turbo mode, the 3000 lumens. Boom. And you can see it shining in the actual air. It's kind of that intensity.
One of the things that I've really enjoyed about this is that the flashlight housing itself actually doubles as a charger for the internal battery. So it has an external weather-sealed USB Type-C port that you can just charge the battery internally. No need to open it up, remove the battery, swap batteries, etc. It's all self-contained. Now, if you do feel the need to swap that battery and get even more insane runtime out of this flashlight in between charging, well, they thought to include an extra O-ring to keep this thing weather-sealed. Because this has a 2-meter water depth rating, meaning it's IP68, weather sealed, which is really awesome. You don't have to worry about any kind of water logging, condensation, or any moisture whatsoever getting inside this unit. So it really is built for some pretty rugged use. And it feels like it. So it feels fairly solid and heavy. In fact, you can actually use it as a glass breaker. It has 3 ceramic reinforced front bezels as a strike face. So again, pretty solid. Hopefully you can tell the weight. Built really tough. It has a 2-meter drop rating as well. Never been an issue for me with any of my Nitecore flashlights that I regularly use. Last note in terms of perks and features that it does have a little LED indicator. So this doubles for 2 functions. First, it tells you when the flashlight is charging. So it'll be blinking when it's charging, solid when it's good to go. Now, when the light itself is actually on, a solid light indicates you have more than 50% battery. Slow blinking means you have less than that. And then fast blinking means the flashlight's about to die. So you even have a battery life indicator, again, all built into a pretty convenient package. And that's, again, why I wanted to make you guys aware of this. Now, the last thing I want to mention is that Nitecore typically does include a variety of accessories with their lights. This one in particular came with a belt-mounted holster, a little lanyard if you want to add that, a pocket clip, the extra O-ring I mentioned, and they include a USB Type-C cable in case you don't currently have one of those. So that pretty much sums up what you get out of the P23i. Again, it's been a really good flashlight for me. I've been using it now for probably about 45 days, 2 months in that window. Pretty regularly, super bright, good to bring along when you're hunting or camping or whatever outdoor activities you got going on. So, full disclosure, Nitecore did send this to me. If you are interested in purchasing it, I will have a link below. Like I mentioned, not the first time I've featured their products, probably won't be the last time because I enjoy their products, so I like to make you guys aware of it. I never will pitch or advertise anything on this channel that I don't personally enjoy or wouldn't buy with my own money, so I wouldn't expect the same for you. That being said, I really have enjoyed this flashlight. Highly recommend it if you're in the market for a really good duty or everyday carry flashlight, whatever you need a flashlight for. It is dark 50% of the time, guys, right? So that's all I have for you. As always, thanks for taking the time to stop by the 4MR Ranch channel, and have a good one.